For people who really truly keep it real in a fake world, it's like we be having to play catch up because again, this world be so fake, and they're gonna tell you things and sell you dreams and lead you astray and etc. You know, the Matrix and all this other stuff, and it's just like with people who keep it real, so many people look at us like, oh, you being negative or you hating. You being negative, you hating, you false, you this, you that. Lighten up. All this different stuff. You get so much from that. You get so much persecution on the behalf of just keeping it real. And then once again, it's like the vessels who gonna keep it real with you, it's like we suffer so much different persecution because we have to play catch up. We have to play catch up in the words that people didn't say. We have to play catch up and, you know, taking certain paths and routes that those before us wouldn't dare to take. You see what I'm saying? Due to idolatry, due to caring about what others think and etc. Y'all, my baby is being so busy right now. Yeah, I need you to stop. You have all of these toys. Why are you playing with a fan? I don't care about that fussing. You're not supposed to play with a fan. It's like the vessels who keeping it real gotta say what others not saying. Gotta walk certain paths. Gotta do certain things that others won't do. I'm talking about what parents ain't do, what teachers ain't do, what pastors ain't do, what friends ain't do, what relationships ain't do. I'm talking about playing it from so many different angles. Playing it from so many different angles of those who failed to operate and wanted to know the truth, or blinding themselves to the truth, or failing to do what they were designed by the Most High to do. Where it's so in the area of it's being so much failure behind people being able to keep it real, to keep it a buck. Most of all, to connect with the Most High. To really get that spirit of truth. To really get that spirit of truth. I'm not talking about no spirit where you get some of the truth and then you mix it up with all this other stuff that leads to bondage. See, we not talking about that. We talking about the spirit of truth, meaning ain't no lies in this. Ain't no lies in it. And meaning when we operate faulty or something within us, because we human, when that start to show up, then we get checked at the door. Then we get checked in our heart. Then we get checked in our mind. Then we get checked in our soul by the spirit of truth. So it's like you coming, you keeping it real with folks and telling people X, Y, and Z and keeping it real with them or even warning them. It's been times that I've warned. It's been times where I said stuff and instantly I'm being persecuted. Or I'm looking at it as if I'm too deep or I'm too spiritual or I'm negative. Or I'm focused too much on spiritual warfare that I need to lighten up. Now, don't get me wrong, I hold myself accountable. It was a point in a moment in time where I didn't know how to balance it. Once I really start tapping in with the Most High and start finding out all this different stuff about what truly be going on, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have a balance and I lacked balance. I started to get so spiritual about everything and I ain't had no balance, but it came a time where I truly had, like, the Most High had to check me about that. So don't get me wrong, I can hold myself accountable with that. But the things that I was telling these people, it wasn't me being too deep. It was just stuff that they didn't want to hear and they didn't want to know. People be thinking, okay, you know, don't speak on it. Because again, it's light and it's dark. So it's like the moment that you shine light on something that's supposed to be hidden, that's a problem because you shine light on it. You let Them forces know that you see them. You let them people know that, look, I see you. This exists. I know it exists. I ain't tripping. And boom, that's when you see what I'm saying? That's when it's a problem. That's when it's a problem. Sorry, I had to pause. Hopefully I'm leaving off on where I was at, but the vessels who gonna keep it real with you, people need to see, people need to cherish the real ones while they can. People need to really cherish and hold on to them people. And I was just sitting back and thinking, I'm like, man, I really noticed this trend in this thing with people, and I just be like, bro, like this matrix, these people, like this be too much. You see what I'm saying? Like this be too much at times, because I watch how if it's popular to love someone, there's so many people coming out and they praising this person, and it's popular. And if a certain comment is liked, many times a lot of people like a certain comment, then you see the whole comment section saying the same thing or saying something similar. It's like they pick and they choose. Even with certain things, when you look and you be like, you can say one thing about it because that's what it is. But then if somebody else say it and then another person say it, then you had a whole comment section. I'm just like, these folks, when it's popular to love somebody, it's popular. But when it's not popular to love somebody, people be behind closed doors and don't even want to show and let that person know, like, I admire you. I love you. You are a positive force to me. I see you. Keep it going, etc. Really uplifting folks. Really talking to people. Really encouraging someone and loving on someone. Letting them know, like, look, I see you and I love you. And I'm in full support over here. And then I realized when certain people start off small, so many had that story of nobody was there. Nobody was in support of them, or how they had a few people that they could count on. But a lot of times they was down and they had none. They was down bad. Then when somebody really make it, then you have all these people coming out the woodwork talking about some, I used to go to school with them. Oh, I knew this and that. X, Y, Z, and this and that. Oh, I've been listening to them. I've been following them. I've been on their page. Well, why you ain't let that person know when it started off, when it was barely growing, or when it was growing, or when that person was in hardship, just hiding behind the scenes, just not letting people know. But then when it becomes a thing, when that person begins to get recognition, then people wanna, oh, I've been on them, oh, I've been X, Y, Z, oh, this and that, and I'm like, it be so. It's a trend. Like that whole cancel culture thing. When people I don't know if they still do it, but I know like somebody there be like, oh, they cancel. And then you got a whole bunch of people, the whole majority of the internet, not everybody, because not everyone are followers. But you get a large variety of people just they instantly canceling this and that. And it's like a trend to hate somebody. And then it's like a trend to love people, even down to evil, wicked people that you see out here and you know that person is wickedness behind them. First it's a trend to love them, then they do something wrong, then it's a trend to hate them. Then next thing you know, it's a trend to love them again. Or it's a trend to cancel them out completely, no matter what good they done or how they may have influenced some people. It's just like, I'm just like, at the end of the day, people really need to cherish them people who come in their life or who they come across, and they gonna keep it real with them. Not to tell them just anything, but something for their soul, something that's gonna help them, something that's gonna produce fruit in that person's life. Something that's going to produce that can be carried on from generation after generation. A true, genuine friendship, a true relationship, a true encounter, a genuine one, a real one. so many, it's so much lack in that area. It's so much lack in this world as far as being genuine with people and keeping it real with them. It's so much lack. It's so much lack in that area. And it's frustrating as someone who's genuine. It's been times I'm just like, man, I'm tired. I remember the Most High had to check me one time because I was like, I'm tired of being, I'm tired of being like this to people. I even said I was, and I told God, I'm just like, do I overshare? I'm like, man, like I'm super transparent and all that, but I'm starting to feel like, okay, do I be oversharing? Because I put it out there to let people know and to be transparent and to really let people know, look, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to lay it on the table so you can know X, Y, Z. And the Most High had to check me. He told me, I'm using that I'm using your transparency for a reason. Now, are there certain things that maybe you should keep to yourself? Yes. Yes. I'm using the transparency. I've designed you like that. I created you like that. But you have trauma in them areas for a specific, like you have trauma in them areas that you need to pray about. Specifically, you need to continue to pray about that. And you need to continue to check your heart. But I start to look at myself and low-key try to like start to grow a little bit resentment with myself for being so real and laying it out on the table. Because I constantly attracted vultures. And I'm just like, man, but God had to check me like, you have to guard your heart. But I designed you to be transparent. I designed you in places and times to be vulnerable. You are a vessel for my use. At the end of the day, I'm going to get the glory from your life. It been times where I profess, oh, I'm done being nice. I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of X, Y, Z. And then I had to get checked again. Sometime after that. You're not supposed to be nice. You're supposed to be kind. There's a difference. But the moral of the story, I was tired of having this a certain heart towards people. I wanted my heart to change. I start to get irritated and bothered by how I can show up and really try to be there for folks, and people end up looking at me because they're not used to it. Oh, what you got going on? Oh, you fake and X, Y, Z, or whatever the case may be that they think of me. Or you got vultures who come in the form of men and women who whole time they coming around, and I really be well at that. Or the folks who come around and they trying to instantly connect themselves to me. And it's just like you silent, but you want me to just put all my stuff out on the table. So it's just different stuff. I ain't about to get into all that, but it just be so much. It be so much when you really keep it real, when you really have true intentions. And you out here in this world to try to, I'm trying to tell you, if we're not guarding our heart and protecting the fact and really understanding, like, man, I'm really in this life. I'm really in this flesh. I'm really living this life day to day, and I'm keeping it real. And I got something that many people don't have. I possess something that many people do not have. And so this is a weapon. To be real is a weapon. To walk in that spirit of truth is a weapon in this world. And it can cut through all the fakeness. It can cut through all the fraud. It can cut through all the fraud. It can cut through all of that. It's a weapon. But it's like if we don't guard that spirit of truth that we have, and we don't guard and protect our hearts and stuff like that, we gonna end up trying to dim that and take away from that. Of being real, of keeping it a buck. So it be hard sometimes, man. Like, I know I'm there with the, this just me talking, but it's just me reflecting and thinking like, man, like, man, hold on to them people. Really let people know who you come across with that kind of spirit, that kind of heart. I'm telling you, it's a drought on. It's a drought on the real. It's a drought on it. It is a drought on the real. It's a straight drought, and more people gonna see. It's like coming across some gold in a land that ain't had no gold for a long time or something. I don't know. The best way to put it, that's all I thought about. It's like coming across some treasure. It's like coming across something like that's been in a drought for a long time. It's gonna be like it's gonna come a time where people gonna see the rare, the gonna see how rare it is and how much of a blessing it is, or it was, to have a real person who they either came across or who they literally still have contact with. That's all. All love.